Today we are going to talk about one of the greatest scientists the world has ever known, a man whose ideas completely changed how humanity understands time, space, energy, gravity, and the universe itself. This is not just a science lesson or a history story. This is a powerful life story filled with curiosity, struggle, failure, rejection, imagination, patience, deep thinking, and pure brilliance. Today's video is about Albert Einstein, his complete life journey, his childhood, his mindset, his thinking strategy, his struggles, his achievements, and why even today his name is used as a symbol of intelligence and genius all over the world. Albert Einstein was born on March 14, 1879 in the small city of Ulm in Germany. He was born into a Jewish middle-class family at a time when the world was changing rapidly because of new technology and industrial growth. His father, Hermann Einstein, was an engineer and businessman who worked with electrical equipment, and his mother, Pauline Einstein, was a very gentle, intelligent, and cultured woman who deeply loved music. She was an excellent piano player, and because of her influence, music became a lifelong passion for Albert Einstein. Throughout his life, Einstein believed that music helped him relax, think clearer, and imagine complex ideas in a simple way. As a baby and young child, Albert Einstein did not show any signs of being extraordinary or gifted. In fact, he developed more slowly than most children. He spoke very late, and even when he started talking, he often spoke slowly and carefully, repeating sentences quietly to himself. Many relatives, neighbors, and even teachers believed he had learning difficulties. Some people thought he was mentally slow and might never succeed in life. No one at that time could imagine that this quiet, thoughtful child would one day become one of the greatest thinkers in human history. When Albert was around 5 years old, a simple moment changed his life forever. His father showed him a small pocket compass. Albert noticed that no matter how he moved the compass, the needle always pointed in the same direction. He could not see anything touching it, yet it moved. This deeply shocked and fascinated him. He began wondering how invisible forces could control objects. From that moment, Albert became obsessed with understanding the hidden laws of nature. This curiosity stayed with him throughout his entire life and became the foundation of his genius. Einstein grew up in Munich, where he attended a very strict school that focused on discipline, memorization, and obedience. He hated this environment. He did not like learning facts without understanding their meaning. Teachers expected students to follow rules and never question authority, but Einstein questioned everything. He asked deep and sometimes uncomfortable questions. This made many teachers angry and frustrated. One teacher even told him that he would never succeed in life and that he was wasting his potential. Despite this treatment, Einstein showed exceptional talent in mathematics and physics. He taught himself advanced mathematics at a very young age and read scientific books far beyond his school level just because he was curious. As a teenager, Einstein became deeply interested in philosophy, science, and the nature of reality. He spent long hours thinking about time, space, light, energy, and the universe. He often imagined how the world would look if someone could travel at the speed of light. At the age of 16, he attempted to enter the Swiss Federal Polytechnic School, one of the most respected science schools in Europe. He failed the entrance exam. This failure is extremely important because it proves that even the greatest minds face rejection and disappointment. Instead of giving up, Einstein accepted his weakness, worked harder, improved his subjects, and tried again. 1 year later, he passed the exam and was accepted. During his college years, Einstein was not a perfect or disciplined student. He skipped lectures he found boring and focused only on subjects that truly interested him. He preferred independent learning over classroom teaching. He relied on friends' notes and spent most of his time thinking, reading, and discussing ideas. Many professors did not like his attitude and did not consider him special. After graduation, Einstein faced one of the hardest phases of his life. He could not find a job. Universities rejected him repeatedly. He struggled financially and felt isolated and frustrated. This period tested his patience and Einstein got a job as a patent clerk in Bern, Switzerland. His job was to examine inventions and decide whether they were original. Although the job was repetitive and not prestigious, it required deep concentration and imagination. Most importantly, it gave Einstein mental freedom. He worked during the day and spent his evenings and nights thinking deeply about physics. He imagined situations no one had ever imagined before, such as what would happen if time slowed down or how light behaves in motion. In 1905, while still working at the patent office, Einstein published several scientific papers that completely changed the world of physics. One paper explained the photoelectric effect, showing that light behaves not only as a wave, but also as particles. This discovery later became the foundation of modern electronics, solar panels, and digital technology, and it earned him the Nobel Prize in Physics. In another paper, he explained Brownian motion, proving that atoms exist, something many scientists doubted at that time. The most revolutionary idea came from his special theory of relativity. Einstein showed that time is not fixed and absolute. He explained that time slows down when objects move close to the speed of light. He also introduced the famous equation E=mc², which revealed that mass and energy are interchangeable. This single idea changed science forever and later became the foundation of nuclear energy and modern physics. Einstein's fame grew slowly at first, but everything changed after he introduced the general theory of relativity in 1915. This theory explained gravity not as a force, but as a bending of space and time caused by massive objects like planets and stars. When a solar eclipse in 1919 proved his predictions correct, Einstein became world famous overnight. Newspapers across the world called him a genius. His face appeared on magazine covers, and his name became known even to people who did not understand science. Despite his global fame, Einstein lived a very simple and humble life. He did not care about money, luxury, or fashion. He often wore the same simple clothes, disliked formal events, and avoided unnecessary attention. His personal life was complicated. He married Mileva Maric, a fellow student, and they had children, but the marriage ended in divorce. Later, he married Elsa Einstein. His family life had emotional struggles, but his passion for learning and discovery never faded. Einstein strongly believed that imagination was more important than intelligence. He believed curiosity was the real key to discovery. He once said that he had no special talent, and that he was only passionately curious. He questioned authority, challenged accepted ideas, and trusted independent thinking. This mindset allowed him to see the universe in ways no one else could. When Adolf Hitler rose to power in Germany, Einstein, being Jewish and outspoken, left the country. He moved to the United States and spent his later years at Princeton University. Although he warned the U.S. government about the dangers of nuclear weapons, he later deeply regretted how his discoveries were used. He became a strong supporter of peace, civil rights, education, and freedom of thought. Albert Einstein died on April 18, 1955, at the age of 76. However, his ideas never died. His theories are still used today in GPS technology, space exploration, modern physics, and advanced scientific research. He completely transformed humanity's understanding of the universe and reality itself. Albert Einstein's life teaches us that failure is not the end, being different is not a weakness, and curiosity is more powerful than raw talent. He was once a child who struggled to speak, a student who failed exams, and a man who was rejected by institutions. Yet he became the greatest scientist in history because he never stopped asking questions and never stopped thinking differently. If this story inspired you, remember that greatness does not come from perfection. It comes from curiosity, patience, imagination, and the courage to think differently. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video for more inspiring life stories.